President of the County Commission. Also with me is the Commissioner Dodson as well as Commissioner Patterson. As everybody knows, we've had a hectic several days. A lot of things going on in our county right now, a lot of wheels turning, a lot of people helping, and for all of that, we are thankful. At this juncture of this event, we know we have 3 confirmed fatalities thus far that we attribute to the floodwaters itself. We're thankful we, again, have so many that have been reaching out for the last few days, help from all over the United States of America. At this point, we want people to know that we're doing our best. We're trying to accommodate as many people as we can at this juncture with the weather that's coming. We want to make sure that we got people dry, we got people warm to help them through this event that we have. With that, American Electric Power, today we've got them as well as their contractors throughout multiple places here in the county. We've escorted them to some of the hollows and places that they have had trouble locating in hopes to have a lot of the services restored as soon as possible. Department of Highways, our roads, we have contractors that's helping private individuals. Department of Highways sent a actual convoy today that we helped get through on Route 52 that's with equipment and manpower, and they are working diligent as hard as they can. That purpose is to get the roads open as safe as possible until such time that we can get the help out to the people that is needed. Our water, we have multiple people that is without water. Public Service District have been working identifying that. Of course, approximately 3,500 patrons and people here in McDowell County, that 16 plants that our PSD operates. Following the flood here on the 15th, I think it was approximately 2,178 people at this juncture were out of water. Just some high spots on that. Probably the worst infrastructure damage that we have seen so far pertaining to the PSD would be the Bradshaw Jolo up in that area. They have identified many of the leaks, having to shore up some of these areas, even with the roads, to be able to take care of that, to at least get some water and those services back on. Shelters, multitude of shelters here throughout the county. We have here at Southside over in War, the K through 8 Mountain View High School, Reclamation Church down in town here at Welch, Houston Methodist Church in Kimball, Panther Missionary Baptist Church, Catholic Church there in Kimball at 43 Lavania Street, as well as the Free Will Baptist Church down in Raysale. The distribution centers, we have, again, many of those. Yeager Elementary School, Southside K through 8, Bradshaw Church of God, the Refuge there in Raysale, the Reclamation Church in Welch, the Berwyn Pentecostal Christian Center, Panther Missionary Baptist Church, the War Volunteer Fire Department, Rotherfield Volunteer Fire Department, Davie Volunteer Fire Department, Gary, Anawalt, Coalwood, as well as Keystone. So we're thankful for that. We've got a lot of people still reaching out that's willing to participate and be a point of contact for supplies. So for that, we're thankful. Realize this evening, tonight, we have a great deal of severe weather that we've been threatened with, up to about 7 inches of snow that's going to severely hinder, if not halt, a lot of the efforts that we have. That's why there's been so much scramble today in attempts to get things better and get things fixed as much as possible. As Commissioner Dodson, we were talking earlier, you know, right now with what's coming, the cold weather, we want to ensure that we are doing our best to try to at least keep people warm through these cold temps that we have. We realize our courthouse has been closed. It's kind of a no-brainer. We can't have people out. Nobody's conducting business. Our court systems at this point have been closed, and we're thankful for that. We have a call center that's been up and run starting here today. I'm going to call Bobby Bowman, or we can get David to come on up and talk about the call center. We'll give you a number where people will be able to call in and get that stuff taken care of. And before David comes, David is our delegate here in McDowell County. We want to encourage people. We want to help you. If the supplies that we have, if you need them, we want you to have them. But if you don't need them, don't take them. I mean, it's a fact. We've got people going around in this county with a truckload of items in their possession and still going to other places trying to get items. And it's a sad thing that we would even have to discuss that on this broadcast today. And it's my hope, if you are doing it, that you stop. And if not, trust me, when it's all said and done and this is over, the sheriff of McDowell County, Mr. James Muncie, he's going to be paying you a visit. David, please.
Thank you, Commissioner. Appreciate it. Again, this is Delegate David Green from McDowell County. We have initiated a flood helpline. That line is for all residents of McDowell County. It's a 1-800 number. It's 888-929-4966. Again, this is a countywide flood helpline. It is not for imminent emergencies. Again, those need to be contacting 911. If it's a life-threatening event, please contact 911. But if it is a situation to where you are needing aid, you're needing help, whether it's running out of medications, needing to get to a critical doctor's appointment and you're not able to get there, this is the number for you to call. If you're needing help, if you're not having heat in your home, any of those different types of things, again, call this number. This will be staffed 24/7. We will be able to have people to go through and get this information into a database and prioritize it based off of criticalness, and we'll go from there. This number is also for donations. So we sincerely, as Commissioner Brooks already said, appreciate all of the ones in the whole entire area that's been coming to our aid. For anyone who would like to donate, this is the line to call. Option 1 is for local residents. Option 2 is for donations. So if you're in the area that you'd like to donate to us, we'd be more than happy. Again, call this same line. Option 2 is for donations.
Guys, the roadways, the entire county roadways were impacted. They are working diligently to get them back. Please be patient with people. If your neighbor needs help, help them. And I know McDowell County people, they will absolutely go out of their way to help people. So, you know, when you see a need, stop and help. No sense in letting somebody get hurt or something when we don't have to. We don't need to make this worse than it is. Please, here's the number for the helpline. If you need some assistance of any kind, call that number. We will see what we can do. I'm not saying we can do all, but we will do the best we can. I think at this time, is anyone else? We'll turn it over to the school superintendent. Yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm Inga Barker, Superintendent of McDowell County Schools. We are working closely with the county officials to make sure that we are assessing our situation and making decisions about schooling in the next few weeks. Our schools, thankfully, have not been impacted by the floodwaters for the most part. We have flood damage to the bus garage and the Phoenix Center, and we are depending on the utilities coming back on in some of our schools because some of our schools still have no power and no water, and I know we are working with the county officials to make sure we look at the timelines and when that can be restored. Meanwhile, we have Mount View High School, Southside K-8, and Yeager Elementary open as shelters, as places for people just to recharge their phones, recharge themselves, get some good meals. We are cooking, we are delivering, we are involving more and more staff to go and deliver into the areas that have no power, that have no water, that have no access to all of this. We have showers available. So at this point, this week, we are focusing on the basic needs for our students, their families, our staff, and this is our purpose this week. And in the coming weeks, we are going to keep on looking at the situation, just like Delegate Green said, we have to look at the roads. We have to work with others to make sure roads become more accessible because we need to figure out if we can access our students and if they can access schools. After we know that and after we look at our utilities, we will be making plans for schooling. It might not be traditional schooling for the rest of the year, and at this point, I cannot tell you what it's going to look like. It might be a mixture of in-person, might be a mixture of virtual, sending packets home, because we do need to graduate our seniors. We need to make sure our students have the skills to go into the next grade, and our career and technical students go and do service projects in our community and get their hours that way. But I don't want the community to worry about the days of schooling, how many days we have to go in. I want you to take care of each other and let us take care of you. And as soon as we have a plan, we will make sure we'll communicate that. Thank you.
Just one thing I'd like to add, this is the worst flood in the history of McDowell County that is recorded. So we had about 31 feet at the Litwar River gauge. So at this time, we'll take some questions if anyone has any. All people that were missing have been recovered. We're not going to release any names or anything about that. It's still under investigation by the West Virginia State Police. If you have any questions about that, please contact them. None that I know of. None that has been reported to us. Yes, we are there. We have several sites that have been set up that we will be publishing. DEP still is, I think they've approved most of them, if not all. We still have one site at Litwar that we have to work on a little bit.
You mentioned that Helpline people are done. Is there any other good ways people can help if they have a relationship? Or just Helpline?
Well, I mean, if you've got supplies and you just want to bring them and drop them off, that's fine. When this building, which we're not nowhere near full, but when we do have the Kimball Walmart that we will be utilizing, but we have to get a forklift there first. Well, we have definite devastation on our roadway system, and they are out actively working, I would say 24 hours a day. Now, with that being said, the snow coming, if it hits, it will definitely, that will stop that, and they'll have to treat the roads that are up and running.
Are there any specific roadways that you can stay off?
If it snows, I hope all of them. But we don't, you know, we had, I think about almost 800 calls during the flood at the 911 center, and we don't need any more hurt. We don't need anyone wrecked or the cars or anything messed up. So please be vigilant and stay home if you can.
Have you heard anything as far as like FEMA disaster declaration, any sort of federal money possibly coming in?
We're going down that road, but no, we have no declaration as to my knowledge at this moment. Boomer, you want to? Boomer's close to him, so.
I'd rather not just, talk to state fire marshal.
We have 2 fire departments that are impacted, and it's a sad situation. And if you want to, like I say, call the state fire marshal's office, they will release whatever they're going to. He was a good guy. Yeah, both of them are good guys. Yes, yep. The guy that is, yes, they're a good guy. So. No. Yeah.
Just to note that the governor has put in a request to FEMA for, we're just waiting to hear back from FEMA. So that already is in the works.
Yes.
The governor's office has been very diligent in getting those together for us. So we're looking to be able to hopefully get an answer soon, but we're dealing with the federal government.
The problem is you got to get the the amount of damage in your county out, and right now we're trying to keep people safe, and it's hard to do that. So we need people to fill out Survey 123. It's out and about. It's on the, I don't know if that, if you could do that from your TV or not, but that code right there is what you need to fill out. That gives the amount of damage, I mean, it helps us to know who's damaged and let us be able to then record that and put that into play with the FEMA declaration, if we can get it.
We'll give you a link to that.
Yeah.
It'll also be through all the distribution center too.
One of the things on the 123, so that is really critical for everybody in McDowell County to fill that out. We've got to be able to get that information. That helps FEMA to truly understand how significant this is. So we do know that there are many of our residents that do not have power and do not have cell service right now and don't have internet. For those, in the next few days, we are going to try to get some teams out to different houses to be able to do physical hard copy forms. However, we would love for the community to step up and help. So if there's any volunteers that would like to come, we'll give you the forms, take them out to people's houses, fill those out for them. We sincerely ask you, that is a big need that we have because we need to get that information to FEMA very quickly. If you would like to volunteer in that way, please call the helpline. Do option 2 for donations. We'll get your information and we'll get those forms out to you so that you can be able to help our community out. Again, for some of your neighbors who may not be tech savvy, if you'd like to help us out by filling out those forms, taking pictures of their homes for us, it would really help out the situation with FEMA.
Also, as he's talking about the declaration, the governor's office has submitted that, and they have been notified by FEMA that they are in receipt of it. This week, they're going to be scheduling their joint damage assessments to try to get that up and going. Do we know for sure? Absolutely not, but I see there's no way that it could not be. And as we do this, before we close, I want to say thank God for the first responders, all of our fire departments, all of our law enforcement, all of our EMS, all of our agencies that have been sent in through around the state of West Virginia, all over this country that has responded to McDowell County to try to help. Listen, I know people saying, hey, well, when can I get my house cleaned out? When can I do this? Right now, we're trying to make sure people still fed, people still warm, and, you know, it's a little premature right now to inundate us with phone calls saying, oh, well, where can I take my trash? You know, bear with us. Right now, we're still struggling with basic needs for some very hurting people in our county.
Thank y'all for coming. I'm sorry. I actually forgot about him. I'm gonna,
Good evening, I'm Staff Sergeant Mark Smith with the West Virginia National Guard. We're here not only in McDowell County, but all the counties around. I actually just got a good crew in here with some heavy equipment. We're going to be clearing roads, getting trees taken care of, and just helping the people of McDowell County and the other counties around here with our assistance.
How long
Thank
do
you.
you think it will take to get some of those PSP problems resolved once things work?
there's no way to estimate it. They, PSD has lines that where the roads is washed out. You know, they really go with the road, and if the road washed out, it washed their line out. We have lines that extend for miles that are broke 15, 20 times or so. We don't know. We just, you know, they're broke, so every piece of that has to be put back together, so it's going to be a bit. So just bear with us, but we will get better.
One more thing, anybody staying in school, Dr. Barker would like to say about the gas Wi-Fi.
Just to help our community, we opened the guest Wi-Fi in our schools, so if anybody needs to get to our schools to connect with the families and just tell them they're okay, this is just at any of our schools that have power, you can get on the guest Wi-Fi.
We'll take one more question if you have it.
What's the best way to get a hold of that QR code?
It'll be anywhere they distribute water. We'll try to get them out to the shelter sites tonight. Hopefully we can get them there. But if you want, you can call us. We'll give you the link on the helpline, and,
There's a website.
yes. And we'll give you the code to get onto that, to get the email set up.
And also the county commission's, Facebook page, McDowell Facebook page.
Can you see that?
They also are sharing those same QR codes.
Yeah. Here it is right here. It's the EMD.
Yeah. EMD.wd.gov/event.
Please fill out the survey when we agree. Please. No further questions. We appreciate y'all coming. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.